Okay. Dune Awakening beta on the Steam Deck OLED. We have to select where I was born. We get different, what do we get? Different dialogue traits, unique emotes, honorable, political, technologist. Uh, let's say I'm honorable.
A world of water, home world of the Atreides. The order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfaluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place? Did you give bad advice, or make a bad deal? To be close to power is to walk the knife's edge.
Okay. This is running on, I don't know what settings because it
You had a
just straight up
mentor in your
launched.
youth,
I can
trained
see
by
that
one
frame
of the
gen is
schools.
activated, so we're gonna jump
Who
straight into
was your
settings after
mentor?
the character creation is done. I think I have to select a class now. Swordmaster, close quarter aggression, knee charge. And I suddenly lost the ability to use the D-pad for some reason. Okay. Okay. Compel those to voice someone towards your position from afar. Deploy a suspender buoyant dart projector that uses motion detection to cover a field of fire. Shoot a barb that attaches to a surface and rapidly pulls you towards that position. So basically Batman. I meant that like a light. Let's go with this.
You must have been very young. The mind must be prepared, or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth? Come here. Kneel. Put your hand in
Oh
the
no.
box.
I'm not a big Dune fan, but I've seen some of the major things that happen.
I hold at your neck the Gom Jabbar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand? Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die. An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper. You will know when it is done.
Can't skip this. Seems like there's a cap of 120 FPS by the game, so we probably can change that in the settings. Now, I initially tested this. They released a character creator and a benchmark 2, and it ran quite comfortably at the benchmark 2, so I'm hoping for at least a stable 30 FPS. I don't think I'm going to be using too much of a frame gen here, but we'll see. Kind of looks like it lagged, but I can hear music. Oh, oh, there we go. 40 FPS with frame gen, that doesn't look great.
Mr. said it was just a dream. I agree, but she is almost Sayadina.
Okay, we can skip this one. Okay, right. Let's jump straight into settings and turn frame generation off. Doesn't look like you can use the D-pad, which is a bit of a... Gonna be a bit finicky with this, but okay, graphics. Actually, let's go display. VSync is off. Motion blur is off. Frame rate cap. We'll do 120, 60, 45. Let's do 60 for now. And graphics. There's 800p, but it kind of looks like 720. Resolution scale at 84%, and we're using FSR 3. Turn frame gen off. FSR is set to balanced. We can probably set that to performance just to see how bad it runs, and then I'll change it to balanced quality. Global illumination low, reflections quality low. Everything is set to lowest possible. We can probably play with some of this, but we'll see. Scaling quality. Okay, so this just changes. Okay, so it goes from balance to quality if you put it to medium, but then it goes back to balance, and then you can change resolution scale here. Okay, apply. All right. Why do we still have frame gen on? Did I not just turn that off? Let's see. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so I guess that changed things. Off. Okay. Lowest settings, FSR set to performance. It is 720p though, I'm not sure why. I can see black bars on top and bottom. Let's go to full screen. Okay, so that's gonna be 800. No, it's still black bars on top and bottom, so I'm not sure. Doesn't really have 16:10 aspect ratio, I guess. So we're gonna be stuck with the black bars. And it seems in full screen we're getting less than 30 FPS right now. What about windowed full screen? Still around 29, 26 FPS. Okay. There's some stuttering going on as well. Yeah, let me disconnect the charger so we can take a look at battery life as well. It's gonna go black for a second and then it should come back. Crafting. Open crafting menu. Let's see. Scrap metal knife. Okay. Crafted and added to the backpack. How can I equip it? Oh, I equipped it already. Okay. Oh no. Radio wheel, equip knife. Okay. Hydrate. Blue limit reached. Cannot drink. Okay. Yeah, the pacing doesn't seem to be very stable at all. There's a lot of stuttering going on. Drops below 30 a lot. Plant fiber. Why does it not let me harvest it? Oh, I just have to click it once, don't have to hold it. Okay. I guess we need that for crafting health kits. Okay. craft that. And then we can use it. Use item. Oh no, I have to use the health kit by selecting in the radio or inventory. I think I used it already. Oh wait, no. Use item. And then what does it do? It just puts it here. I have to hold it now. So sometimes you have to hold it, sometimes you have to just click it once. Okay. Hold A to reach release. Oh, okay. Let's collect all of that. I'm not sure how much I need, but grabbing will drain your stamina. Where's my okay, I see it. Bottom left corner, I have health and stamina. Stamina recharges automatically unless you're sprinting. Seems to be dropping below 20 FPS now. Cannot drink, okay. I think when we go outside it's gonna be a nightmare for the frame rate.
So then, you're not quite dead.
Battery life seems to be
Now you will know a thing that few
not the usual
friends
2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes on the OLED.
many, the last thing they saw before they were slaughtered. Come, let us speak of our escape. Twin comets in the sky, a rebirth from fire and death, and a Sardaukar net closing around us. Your survival heralds interesting times, Offworlder. You found them, Offworlder. They stood watch over you while you slept. When the Sardaukar began their jihad, they hounded us across the desert. I am not Fremen, Offworlder, though I have been fortunate to know them, and to share their water and their customs. Some of my people were caught out by a passing wing of Sardaukar thopters. All they could do was take refuge in the cave, and be ready for the assault to come. The assault never came. The Sardaukar used ancient weapons to collapse the cave entrance. With damaged steel suits and dwindling supplies, we toiled for days to free them, digging until our fingers bled, and all the while we could hear their death chants. Red the night, dusky sky, bloody death, an auspicious place for your... Whatever black fate awaited you in the Harkonnen slave pits waits for you no more. You are free from the bonds of servitude, free to pursue a new destiny, whatever that may be. There's a way through the barricade, if you do as I say. We're gonna need one of their ornithopters. Their protocol is to remain aloft and kill anything that moves from above. That's where you come in. If he's a noble, they're not allowed to let him die. Here, take this Communinet transceiver. It's essential for planetary communication. Now go, and be quick. The Mother Storm.
Okay. So far it doesn't look great. We're getting around 20 FPS in the open world. I saw some videos of people playing the previous iterations of this beta, and it ran a lot better. So let's see if we can actually change something here. Maybe we can change the resolution scale a little bit. Let's just try and bring it to the absolute lowest. So set that to ultra performance. That brings down the resolution scale all the way down to 47%. It's gonna be looking awful, but we're not quite to 30 FPS. It's still around 27, 29. So that's a bit of a bummer. 34. RGB was hoping for a bit more FPS downloading on my deck now. Yeah, I saw some videos where it looked a lot better than this, so we're gonna push it
Stick to the shadows, Offworlder.
a little bit
The
and
heat of the
see
sun is deadly
what we
to
can
the
do about that.
unprepared.
But it seems to be running a lot worse than it did previously. Let me bring that down a little bit because it's kind of loud. It doesn't seem to be running too hot, but the GPU is almost at max. And the Steam Deck fan is really going strong there. Spending time in the sun will cause you to be affected by sunstroke, increasing your rate of dehydration. Use the shadows to recover from sunstroke. Okay. I have to hydrate, okay. Okay. Oh wow, dropping to 15 FPS there.
The guards have sealed themselves inside. Search the prisoners for a cut array. And Offworlder, be careful.
Oh, it's stuttering as well, which is very bad. I have to get... Oh, okay. I have to get in here. What? How do I... Oh wait, I have to sneak in from here? No? Cut array. What is it? Oh, okay.
The cut array is primarily a mining tool, Offworlder. You'll need it for harvesting resources. Using it to cut open ships is an added benefit.
Ooh, okay, that's cool. Oh, I have to actually... I have to scan it first, and then I have to cut in the actual shape that it shows me. That's actually a cool mini game, I guess.
The captain's room is blocked by a pentashield. You'll need a pentashield key to pass through. See if there's another way forward.
I have to cut here. Okay. Oh, that's a bad guy, isn't it?
Offworlder. The guards won't hesitate. Neither should you.
Smashing an enemy multiple times in quick succession will stagger them, leaving them open to additional attacks. Okay, so I have to actually switch to my knife. Oh! Okay, that was easy. Power by timing your bow with the attack. Okay.
Parry your opponents just as their strikes will hit you. This should stagger them, giving you a window of opportunity.
Okay. It's a bit hard to do it with this frame rate. Okay. That was too early, I guess. It's gonna kill me if I keep missing. Okay, that's another one. We need to heal. Let's heal a little bit. Access granted, okay. We can go this way then? Oh, okay. Direction dash to break out of staggered state. Okay. Having your hydration level above 1/3 will give you a bonus to your maximum stamina. Okay. So you have to manage hydration a lot in this game, it seems. And you have to manage sunstroke. Quite the survival elements. Can we do from this one? No. Low blade attack a staggered enemy. Shielded enemies take almost 0 damage.
A swift attack can force your enemy on balance, but only a slow blade penetrates a shield.
Okay. I'm really not liking the fact that this is running the FSR at ultra performance and we're not quite hitting 30 FPS.
Once you equip it, you can
Indoors.
shield. Get to the captain and activate that transmitter. I'll be there soon.
So far it's not looking great at all. Oh wait, this is actually where we came from. Okay. Was getting good scores on the graphics test they released. Haven't seen it. I tested the benchmark 2 I think a couple of months ago and it ran great, but now doesn't seem like it runs very good. GPU is at 80 degrees, which is pretty hot. Kinda feels like it's gonna crash any moment now.
We only need the leader.
Yeah, might as well skip this because it stutters like crazy. I think maybe we crash. Oh no, it's still loading. I was gonna say we crashed, but benchmark was very misleading. Yeah, it seems so. Or maybe it was in a part of a game that's less demanding than this prologue section. I also saw a couple of Steam Deck YouTubers who tested it about a month ago, and it was looking like it should be able to run at least 30 FPS. The Banawai service is not running. Please restart the client. So we did crash. Okay, I guess some sort of anti-cheat crashed there. Do we really need to restart the client? Okay. Let's see if we can connect without restarting. Hmm. Still loading. Maybe there's a lot of people trying to play. You've been kicked by Balawai. Game restart is required. Okay. Let's give it a restart here. Not looking great so far. Let me see. What were they running? I think Steam Deck Gaming, who was testing it about a month ago. I was checking out his video and it looked fine, but let's see.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths.
Yeah, he was running FSR as well. Let's see if we can actually get in. Sure takes a long time to load on the Steam Deck. That's one thing. Oh, the Balawai service is not running properly. Please restart the client. Amazing. Okay. Let's force it through some Proton layer and see if we can get a better result here. Go to properties, compatibility. Let's go to G927 and play. That's gonna be an issue if we're getting a Balawai error. It's probably not meant to be played on the Steam Deck. Balawai itself, I think, is allowed to run on Linux. However, I can see how it can be a problem. Okay, another try. Oh, this beta weekend runs until the 12th, I think. So if we're not able to get in now and do some proper testing after the prologue, I'll do some more tests over the weekend and I'll come up with a video. Hopefully it will be able to run at least at 30 FPS. But so far it's not looking promising. Oh, thought we crashed there for a sec. Hope we get in. No, the otherwise service is not running properly. Please restart the client. Okay, so it doesn't like the Steam Deck right now. I'm not sure how I was able to play for so long before we got that error. Let me see if other people are actually getting this. No, people are actually playing it. So it must be a Steam Deck related thing. Seems to be nothing we can do. Actually, let's see. Let's try with either Proton Experimenter or Hotfix. Although I don't believe it's gonna be sufficient, but it is actually okay. I did exit. The only other thing I can think of is to just restart the Steam Deck and try from there. Even Starfield runs okay on my deck and looks sharp. Really hope Dune will be able to run. Yeah, I was hoping it ran, but so far it seems that's not going to be the case. It doesn't seem like we can even actually go past the anti-cheat, which is weird. The Balawai service is not running properly. Okay. I'm not sure what else we can do here. I'm gonna try with Proton hotfix. The weird thing is that it was running before, it's just not running now. As if they've detected that I'm on a Steam Deck and they're not liking that. But it shouldn't be the case. I think it should be able to run. Let's try with hotfix. And then after this, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna try restart the Steam Deck and see maybe if that makes it work. But I kind of don't think it will. Maybe they just didn't have any anti-cheat system running for the previous betas because there wasn't that many people playing it. So it could be something that they've turned on now. I think this is supposed to be like one of the bigger betas. It's still I think it's still a closed beta, but a lot more people got access to it. So maybe now they've decided to just turn on
I dream of it
the anti-cheat.
amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Nope. Okay, last resort. Restart the whole deck. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna keep trying over the weekend. But so far, it seems kind of bad. Let's give it a restart. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to refresh the view here because the sound is lagging. Just a sec. Like this. Alright, another try. Fingers crossed. You know what else I could try is probably try and make a new character on a different server, but I kind of don't want to go through the beginning again. Shouldn't be the case. I don't think that's it's an issue with a specific server. It just doesn't want to run at all. Nope. Otherwise, service is not running properly. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. Let's try. Okay, all these servers are set to medium, so maybe go to Essen. You're next in line to join. Okay. Do I have to create a new character? Yeah, I have to create a new character. So now it lets me do it. But after creating, okay, let's see. After creating, does it let me in? You've played through the opening tutorial sequence. Would you like to skip it? Yes, I would like to skip it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it is server related. Yes, yes. Let's just fast run through this. This one. Yes. Skip, 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 skip. I can't skip all of them, unfortunately. Okay, so now it's trying to connect. Let's see. Probably gonna get the same error. You're next in line to join. Are there really that many people trying to play it? There's gonna be a queue in 10 different servers. Okay. Maybe it's gonna work. Nope. By the way, service is not running. Okay, so that's a bummer. Let's see. Let's check the subreddit. Maybe somebody knows why this is not running. Steam Deck. New. There isn't actually any info on this game. Doesn't seem like a lot of people are eager to play it. Right. Well, seems like we're not gonna be able to enjoy it. It's weird that it was running at the beginning, and all of a sudden they decided that Badawai service is not running. So I'm not sure what we can do here. Hopefully there is gonna be a patch or something that fixes this on the Steam Deck, and over the weekend I'll be able to try some more gameplay and come up with a video. Just started the game, haven't touched the settings, getting 55 to 60 FPS in the cave, and graphics is sharp. You probably have frame generation turned on. It was turned on by default. I was also getting around 50 in the beginning, but there's noticeable input lag. But it's weird that it's not letting me in. I'm not sure what I can do differently here. I'm gonna try one last time. It does appear that it's letting people play, but after a while it's just gonna throw them out on the Steam Deck. Or at least that's what happened here. Actually, can we fool it with the Steam Deck command? Make it think we're not running it on the Steam Deck? Maybe that will work. I haven't tried that, so I'm gonna try that next if this doesn't work now. And but the thing is that it doesn't really. That command works, but only in specific ways. If the Badawai service is not running, it's not gonna let me in. And the Badawai service is not running because it's on a Linux, and it doesn't want to start to begin with. So that's weird. Let's see. I keep coming up with more ways to try it, and it's still not running. Okay. Let me stop it. And I think last we were running it on hotfix. Let's run it at 10. And in the launch options, I'm gonna write Steam Deck. Oops. Steam Deck equals 0% command percent. Okay. Let's see if that will fool it.
I
Okay. one last attempt. Let's see. Outside the ship, 35 to 40 crisp image. Yeah. Do you have frame generation turned on? That's probably it. But if you're only getting 35 to 40 FPS with frame generation, it's pretty awful. Nope. Otherwise, service is not running properly. Please restart the client. Okay, I'm giving up. Hopefully they will be able to fix it, or I'll find a way to fix it. It seems to be running, at least in the beginning, and then at some point it just stops running. So we're gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna try to get it to work over the weekend so I can come up with a video. Thanks for everybody who joined. Hopefully we'll be able to get this working. Unfortunately, we couldn't see much of the game today. That's gonna be it for this one. See you guys around.